lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt a glow. The warmth inside me kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. They gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me for. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend.
What's up, everybody? Baby, you typed to Tom in the private chat, babe.
Oh, did I? My bad.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody is doing good. We're here. We shall see if Greyhound calls in. He tried to call earlier. A lot earlier. So I missed it. But that may mean he's going to call tonight. We shall see. How's everybody doing? Get to these
You
comments.
look nice tonight.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
I like that. You look nice.
I know.
Anyway, hi everybody. I was trying to tell Tom that I hope he has a good visit with his mom. I think
Yeah.
he's probably gone already.
Nah. I'm sure he wanted to see me before he went. Get motivation.
Oh my gosh, shut the hell up.
Um,
Oh God.
I'm just waiting for some troll one day to like use this stuff that when I clowning, like if I'm talking serious, you know what I mean?
I think you are a little serious.
Well, you know,
Yeah, because you got that look on your face, see?
this is just my face.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm tired, man. I was looking at my eyes. They look like my eyelids. They look red. They look red, don't they?
yeah, because you're a lighter shade of brown,
You feel
like white boy.
it. Oh shit. Spencer, how's everybody doing? Maruka is in the building. Mijo, this thing's messing up. You got the cordon? Check it out. Oh man. I don't know if it's like is it freezing on you guys? Let me know. I seen right now I had the little
It does here and there, like you freeze for a second.
is it okay? I'm gonna
Yeah,
connect.
it's not too long, but it is for a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna connect it right now to the Ethernet cord.
Yeah.
Give me a second, guys. As soon as I connect right now, I'm gonna freeze. So I'm gonna strike a pose first.
Oh my God.
Go like this. Watch. Hold on. Let me see. Go. Oh wait. Oh,
Stop it.
don't make me laugh. Okay, I think I connected. Fuck. No, I didn't. Hold on. Son of a bitch.
Oh my God. You're a fool. You know, you need to be more prepared. Oh my God, he's frozen.
See that?
Yeah, I did.
Did it freeze? Was I looking good? Cool though. I should have went.
Oh my God, stop.
Johnny Chingas put Q Alegrio primero. What's up, homeboy? Geronimo put hit the like button right away. Chronicleros, thank you. Dr. Chapatin said tapped in, gente. Tom said, what up, everyone? My mom's in town, so I won't be around. Have a great show. Rale, homeboy. Yes, I was enjoy that, bro. Chile por hola, fam. Hola, Johnny. Hola, Geronimo, Doctor, and Tom.
Hey, Chella.
LM said, Q
He's in
Alegrio
the building.
EYM. What's YM?
YM?
Yeah.
Mm,
I know it's you, but what is it? What does YM stand for?
yo, mama.
Stupid. Geronimo Chele. Y Chronicle Familia. What's up, Grio from Johnny C? What's up, brother? Q Lecheles and Dr. Chapatin. Can't hear nothing, said Angel. Ah, shit. Is everybody like that? Angel, volume is good, said Dr. Chapatin. Ooh, he checked the shit out of him. I'm just playing.
What?
Nothing, just clowning. I'm gonna jump in the live and say hello, maybe. LOL, said Matt Matt. Cricket
Do
looks
it, Matt. Do it. Just do it.
Matt Matt said Cricket looks 25. That's
Oh my
right.
God, never mind. Don't do it. Just kidding. Can't stand y'all.
Chele said, hi, Giovanna.
Hey, Chella. So, a little update on my mom, and I appreciate all you guys. I really do. They wanted to send her to a couple of like rehab places, but she was checking them out, and they kind of look really shady, and it kind of looks really bad. So they released her to come home.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's him. Okay, I'll tell you later.
No, keep talking, baby. You gotta tell. They're all asking.
I can't hear over that thing.
All right, you give him the update too.
Colorado Correctional Facility. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
What's up, fool?
I got that.
Okay. What happened to you yesterday?
Oh yeah, so I don't know what happened. They so all the phones went off, and then when we tried to call, they kept saying that this phone can't be used at this time, and it was in all the pods, and it stood like that until today. Marcelli said that the phones were off until like 11. Well, that's when they came with the news people and everything. So I guess they turned them off until fucking they did all this news media shit for that radio shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Marcelli said today when we were at work that fucking all the phones were off until 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
And that's when the show started.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I was in mid conversation, and the phone hung up, and then when I tried to call back, then it was going out. And one of the homies in the other part, he's like, "Man, the phones are out," and everybody's thinking this hook on in the towers and want to turn them off, but the phones were off all the way to today till 11 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah, we're
the pizza like on a modified lockdown.
Yeah, we were tripping. I was like, "That I thought you were gonna call back." I kept waiting and nada.
He missed you.
All right, let's see if
that receipt, right? I got the receipt and it's on the phone, and the receipt says the 24th, like at 10:57 p.m. or some shit. But it says it's printed from today to the first, so it's like it doesn't make no sense. Why would you give me? Because that's quite a few days ago.
That's what I told you. I know I did it on the 20th. I told you that the same date. Yeah, I don't know. That shit was crazy. But hold on. They were asking Maruka about her mom, so she's giving an update. Ponle, babe.
Okay, so then they released her to us, and they're going to have the therapist come to the house and give her therapy there, but they can't find, they have to wait like 2 weeks to do knee surgery because they have to find somebody. Those rehab places where they wanted to put her just look really shady and just not up to standards, and it just didn't look right. So, she's just better coming home and us taking care of her. And then the therapist can come over here and do what he needs to do. So that's the update on that. And again, I appreciate everybody. Thank you for that.
Cool. Let me see. Let me make sure this fool's turned all the way up. All right. Can everybody hear this fool good?
Yeah. Loud and clear.
Angel said can be played in the background. Oh, Javier said just had a good bowl of frijoles, iron today, but not the Levi's. I just had damn, what is it called? Tricks, yeah, Tricks cereal. What's up, everyone? How is everybody today? Said Bella Kennels. LM Rhymes said, I was in King 29 first time. Second time was King 24 with Bam Bam, Chino, Little Man, and I read my papers. I did almost 8 years with you, Grillo. I spent 1.5 years with JB next to him, Chuco. Not with me. It must have been with someone else, bro. I wasn't in those for 8 years. You there? Oh, damn. You're coming in loud and clear in northern Arizona, hermano, said Geronimo. Good pose, hermano. Chopper and Bobby B would be proud. Dr. Chapatin said, I haven't seen the pregnant pill smoker since Sunday, Grillo. Damn. Patrona, how is your mother? Oh, I hope well.
Hey, that's my thermal one.
Cubo Cricks and everyone in the chat. What's cracking with it, Cricket? What's up, Kiki G? I'm not ready, said Matt Matt.
You're ready, Matt. Stop it.
Greyhound, excellent, said Geronimo. Hey, Chele, aren't you going to say hi? They are nasty. Glad she's home. Hi, Javier. Sorry, was typing. So, all right, where did we leave off last night? Let's get right to it.
I do want to talk about something also,
Go.
if that's okay. If
What do
that's
you-
okay with you guys. But let Greyhound go first.
All right. What happened, bro?
No, I said when I had got off, it was about like the parents not telling their kids or being responsible for what their kids are getting involved in.
Yeah, that and kind of
Uh,
yeah, basically being responsible for like uh not being parents
Proactive,
there. Yeah, exactly.
because I mean
Yeah.
it happened. It's, my mom was strict, but they were she was all over the place. You can't be doing drugs. You can't be committing crimes and then try to be strict with your kids. Ain't nobody gonna respect that, and then you're still gonna get caught up in the dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Me anyway. That's what I did.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it goes into that do as I say, not as I do, and that shit just don't work with
Yeah,
kids. It don't work.
yeah.
Kids are gonna do what they see for the most part. Buenas noches, Chronicles family. Hope everyone is doing well. Praying for your mom, Jovan, that she have a quick and complete recovery, said Ropey.
Thank you.
What's cracking, Greyhound? What did the fellas make for grub today? Said Javier Hernandez.
What did they what?
What they make for food today?
Nothing really. Just I did some chips. That's it. I just ate chips. That's it.
Yeah.
Junk food.
So let me ask you this. So I remember you were saying that you were telling your son about your your choices and shit and how I know you said at first he was like he thought like you he was what'd you say he was upset about that because he felt you
Oh, because I had told him I was a deadbeat dad, right? And then
yeah
when I was on the streets, I was because he was like, my mom said that you took care of us, and I said, no, I did what I was supposed to do. I sold dope. I had a square job. Well, it was a good ass job, but that was just a front. While the whole time I'm selling dope and I was taxiing on the streets and we were doing armed robberies. You know what I mean? I didn't need to do all of that. But, that's what I was telling my son. I was like, I could have just been focused on one thing. I was working at Khalil Bottling Company, operating the fucking forklift. I was making $18.50 an hour. That was back in '99. You know what I mean?
yeah
And so I was doing good, but I was trying to live that fast. Well, I wasn't trying. I was living that fast life. So I'm doing all this stuff. I'm doing all this stuff like this. And what I was trying to explain to my son that is I didn't need to do all that. I took care of my business for him and his mom and stuff, but that still wasn't being a fucking a real dad. You know what I mean?
yeah
Because I could get snatched up at any time for any of this stuff, and my priorities when I was with his mom, I had told her when right before I got out of Cimarron, I had let her know that she would be in the back seat. You know what I mean?
yeah
And at that time, she claimed she understood and she accepted that and everything, right? And if I was about her and I was about my son and this and that, I would have never told her that. You know what I mean? You don't say, hey, my kid got to take a back seat, and this is first and foremost. You know what I mean? That's hindsight. And like we say, hindsight 50-50, or you know what I'm saying? It's like when I sit back and I think about it, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? So then when shit happened, because my son was born. When my son was born, I was out, but I was in Phoenix taking care of business, and my son was being born in Tucson at the time. You know what I mean? So I wasn't even there when I was actually out there. You know what I mean? I could have been. I just had a rush. I had to rush back 2 hours later to fucking see my son after the fact of him being born. You know what I mean? But I wasn't there because I was too busy doing other shit. When I could have been there for my son, and then when I was telling him that I'm locked up and I'm not out there teaching you how to ride a bike, I'm not doing this and that, and just because I tell you I love you and I'm sending you money from prison, that doesn't make me a good dad. That doesn't make me a fucking a real dad. You know what I mean? I should be out there doing it the right way. And then he understood what I was talking about, and then I was letting him know, about this gang stuff, like what my brothers and them be doing. And I was like, man, that's some corny ass shit. You can't be talking about my kids and this and that, but then you're on Facebook talking about this corny ass gang stuff, got the guns, flashing and drugs and your little money. You know what I mean? So the police can see all dry snitching and shit. You know what I mean? And I told my son that shit ain't cool. You know what I mean? You can't have two bosses. You know what I mean? That's like when these fools say like, "Oh, I believe in God." Okay, yeah, you probably believe in God, but you're not a true believer. You're not a true follower because you can't be involved in any of this crap and be loyal to this stuff right here, and then be loyal to God. You can't. It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? So being a family man or being a real man, taking care of his responsibilities, you can't be that and be this other shit right here. It's impossible. And anybody that says that, they're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
That's good. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, and that's really hard to admit to yourself, because when you're wrong and you have to tell yourself you're wrong, that can be hard, but it's 100% the truth. That is reality. You're not being a hypocrite in any way, and you are telling him how it is, which is great, because then hopefully that'll stop the cycle for the next generation. You know what I mean? And most parents don't do that, which is really, it just blows my mind that they don't. That's bad parenting, but the fact that you've had this conversation with your son just shows a lot. And that's amazing.
Well, for my kids, I just want them to know, the real deal in the ways that my parents did it. You know what I mean? So I try not to sugarcoat anything. Only recently, like when I first heard about this show and shit, right? The information I was given was something else, but people told my son, and then my son heard about it, and then he got involved. It's crazy because my son's an adult, and my daughter, she's about to become an adult, and she knows more stuff about me than my son does, and I mean in this context, on this level right here, only because a few years ago this girl went and Googled me, and I don't know what the hell she found, but her mom had told me, and I was like, oh man. So it wasn't stuff I wanted to talk about, but then I had to talk about some stuff with her, and I tripped out on how, girls already are always more mature than boys are growing up, but this girl was like, she was on top of stuff, so then I discussed a lot of things with her. It only had recently when I got in touch with Cricket, when I found out about all this stuff, then I started talking to my son about, I know you heard this, or they told you this, and, let me explain some things to you, because you're going to hear stuff, you're going to learn things, and just so you hear from the horse's mouth, so you know what's going on, you know what I mean? And so I explained certain things to him and shit, and I said, I'm real big on this stuff. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite with him, but I let him know that I don't want this life for him. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
the shit we go through in the joint is some crazy stuff. Just on a regular. I could just be a criminal minus all the gang shit, right? And we deal with a lot of fucked up shit. You know what I mean? And I would never want my kid to have to deal with any of that type of stuff. Now, the gang shit and the treachery behind it, the backstabbing, the cannibalism and everything, these things that I went through that I chose to do, you know what I mean? A lot of things I chose. You know, people say we make mistakes. I didn't make mistakes. I made bad decisions. These were things that I did. A mistake is you knocked over a cup of milk and, you know, that was a mistake. These things are not mistakes that I did. I made bad decisions. A mistake and a bad decision are two different things. You know what I mean? So that's what I was explaining to my son, and I want him to understand these things. You know what I mean? So I had to make all these things clear for them to understand, so that there's no sugarcoating anything. And I'm like, you know, because you only hear about, oh yeah, the homies and this and that, and you see like this fake facade of what's good, but that's not what it is. So when that time that I did that Facebook shit, I put all this shit on blast. I let them know what a real gangster is and what we really deal with. You know what I mean? How it really is. And I want him to know that. And I don't want him to be a part of any of this shit. You know what I mean? I'm a part of it. I'm doing this. But I would never want that on them. Now, if I could come back and do it all over for my kids, then I would. You know what I mean? People have asked me if I would have made a choice for my family and this, that. Well, when we're talking about family, I'm thinking, you know, other people that I'm related to and so on and so forth that are not a part of your life, that are just, you know what I mean? For me, it's like they're associates because they're not really family. You know what I mean? We just share blood or we share a name or something. You know what I mean? But when it comes to my kids, that's something different. I hold that more personal to me. You know what I mean? So with them, I would do everything for them. And that's just like how for my daughter. You know what I mean? She's the love of my life. She dictates my pace. You know what I mean? So that's my boss. So the decisions I make is for them. So I'm trying to teach them something that my parents didn't do with me, but I'm letting them know without sugarcoating things, this is what it is. I speak to them, they can speak to me about things, and we're going to be on the same page no matter what. So I let them know, you know, this is the real deal of what things are. So you can go listen to this and see this, and this is what it is. You know what I mean? So this shit that I've been living, this ain't glorious, and I don't want my kids to look at that as being glorious. Because when I was younger, I was looking at my dad and them. I'm like, man, that's where I want to go. I want to do that, but I didn't know all the ugliness behind it all. You know what I mean? Or if I did, I didn't see it, I didn't hear it, or I was disillusioned. You know what I mean? That's what it is. I was disillusioned. But I want my kids to see what it is for what it is, period. And so if it's ugly, I want them to see how ugly it is, how bad it is, and everything. And I don't want them to look up to this and be like, oh yeah, that's what, you know, that's cool. I want to be like that. I don't want that for my kids. You know what I mean? Not my kids, period.
Yeah. And that's what we've mainly been talking about parents putting their kids first. When are they going to come first? And you just basically did, you know what I mean? You're putting your kids first. You're letting them know how ugly this game is. You don't want that for their life. And, you know, I'm pretty sure they're going to grow up and be great adults and be very successful. And I mean, you being in there all this time and for the rest of your life, that's enough to show them, like, look, you know, I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? So the last chats that we had, we've been talking about things like that, about parents taking ownership and responsibility. And it's, you know, you really just said it all the way it needs to be said. That's the same thing like with Manuel when he got out, and, you know, he told my son, like, I don't want you to ever go down the road that I went down. Not that he was getting in trouble or anything, but that's why he told him why he was in, why he did so much time, why he got out. Just honesty, be truthful, don't hide nothing, you know, and let them know it's nothing good comes out of it. So I really That's great. Everything you just said was amazing.
You said it. You said it. Responsibilities. People got to take responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people, what you just said, they could never say what you just said. They can never swallow that pill. They just couldn't. They wouldn't. They would lie to themselves. They would lie to their kids. But the fact that, you just hit it right on, that's great,
You have 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's never too late to change, though. It's never too late to change. And the good thing is that you guys did. It's a big thing.
Yeah, colgó. He should be calling back right now. Yeah. But it's good to hear him at least talk like that.
Yeah.
Just because, I
Yeah.
mean,
Hopefully there's a parent on here
Approved
who,
attorney calls. This call may.
go ahead.
hopefully there's a parent on here in and out that can hear that and think, or a kid or something, hopefully that every time we do a live, when we do talk about positive things, there's that one person that we can touch, so.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is people just need to know that in the end, um, a lot of us, if not all of us, regret that lifestyle. So, I mean, there's a way to avoid it, and that's by not getting involved in it. You know what I mean? So, it's 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 huge to be able to, for homeboy to say what he just did. Shows también that he's he's grown también, and he's grown to regret it. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the chance that I got, but still, he can. He has a lot to offer todavía. You know what I mean?
Exactly, he's come a long way, and the fact that he took that step, when he does have grandkids one day or something, that's somebody that to look up to, not just some buddy in jail still trying to be it and some junkie, you know what I mean? He knows what he did. He takes responsibility, and he's giving, positive information to his children, and that's what's important. And a lot of parents don't do that. And I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Why is your kid not enough to do that? Put your kid first. So that's great. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. Let me read some of these. Let me catch up on some of these comments real quick. Heart Life Tony says, "Sup, cricket kipo." Oh, now who's not saying hi? Oh, Javier. Five of a Kind Media said, "What's up, cricket cubo Greyhound? Hope everyone is doing well in the chat." Uh, Geronimo said, "Greyhound, real sharing, hermano." Diablo said, "Cricket Greyhound, the chat sending my respects. Sounds like we got some good talk going on." Latusa 520 said, "Cubo Gray." Hey, uh, Diablo said, "Respect to the lady running the show. Also, I didn't see her on." Javier Hernandez says, "Sorry, Chela, I put my phone down for a minute. I hope you're doing good." She said it's good. What's up, everyone? From Sergio Velasquez. Javier said, "It is never too late to step up to the plate, Greyhound. I'm sure your family respects you. I respect you, brother." Uh, Chela said, "He's right. It is a bad decision." Geronimo said, "Greyhound, you're right and absolutely correct. I did the same." Hold on. Gracias, Fish Slayer. He put, "This is a great collaboration. Gracias to all the panel and gracias for sharing." Thank you, brother, for that feria, homeboy. Let me see. What's up? I jumped down for that. He's right. Right here. Greyhound, straight up, brother. I can't speak on never getting out, but I could speak on that banging bullshit. My kids, 5 boys, 1 girl, didn't have a chance to mess up, brother. They're all successful adults.
That's good. See, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Sup Cricket just showed up. Que paho. And hopefully they stay mistake free through adulthood. Yeah, I mean the good thing, that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of even Greyhound's kid too ain't in the juego. My kid isn't, and I think that is because they've learned from our mistakes. A lot of it. I mean, obviously we got to give props to their jefitas, since we weren't there. But I also think it's a lot of it is because we weren't. They learned from us, and that's why I think it's important for us to speak out the way we are, because a lot of other kids could learn from us too and avoid that trap, man. It means there's a lot of kids out there that um, don't have that kind of, not. I don't want to. It's almost like a role model, but the reverse of. They can see us as fuck ups and learn from that and say, "Man, I don't want to do that. I don't want to live like that." And 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 so there's a bunch of other people out there that can benefit from that as well. Young and old. I mean, like I said, we all know it. There's people up to 25, 30 years old still struggling with that vida. Chela said, "Hola, Easy Diablo on 480." T Rilla said, "I applaud you, Greyhound. That's a real one, admitting on stepping up to what you are at fault for." Ese.
Yeah.
Chele Cubo 480 T Rilla, too many people to name. Sub Greyhound, it's let things off your chest day. OG said 480. What up, AZ Diablo 480 and Chele? Everybody that's really been through the bullshit knows it starts with your parents. It ain't a secret, but it's a pandemic. Yeah, that's true. That's why the broken home, the parent thing, it's huge, man. That really is where it all begins.
But that's what, like, I know that we all joke and stuff on here, but all jokes aside, like, you're not less of a man or less of a woman if you're not a gang member, if you're not, down to go do something. It doesn't make you less of a person. It just says that you're actually smarter for not going and committing these crimes and being out here with your family.
Yeah,
So it doesn't mean that you're less of because you didn't do 10 years in prison. I'm glad you didn't do 10 years in prison. I'm glad you only did one and you got out and you learned. It doesn't make you less of a person if you're not with all that craziness with the gang banging and all that stuff. That doesn't make you less of a person. It actually makes you a smarter person. That you choose your life and your family's life over that. So
yeah,
like I said, I know we joke on here and you guys are always like, oh, white fence and she's so privileged, but it just uh, I'm glad I didn't ever go that route because I lived in that neighborhood. But then again, my parents wouldn't let me even if I wanted to. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So it's
But your neighborhood was soft as fuck too. So
oh my God, shut up. Your neighborhood was like 2 blocks. Calm down. Calm down.
2 treacherous blocks.
Oh, please.
Tapping in, how's everybody doing tonight on the Chronicle family? I hope everybody had a good day, said Ray Diaz. 480, my shit never changes, homeboy. Hale, get a little fade on and sleep, lol. Hello, Miss Cricket. Oh, what's up, Cricket? What's going on? We're just talking.
Yeah.
Continuing the conversation from last night. Hola, Ray. How is your day? Yup, same shit, different day, said 480. Diablo said, any knowledge from somebody that ain't talking about their anus is a beautiful thing. Greyhound is giving these youngsters that look up to that bullshit the story of the outcome. Yeah, that's for sure. Thank
But
you, Fish Slayer.
another thing about the parents, right? Like, you know how they say you can take a horse to water, right?
Simon.
So my parents took me to the water that was polluted, but after a while, I chose to drink it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I believe that when I first came to the Pinta the first time, right? Circumstances in my life forced me in this position. You know what I mean? But from that point on, though, that's when it stopped with my parents because then it's all on me. You know what I mean? Just like when I caught this case. And I say, I got this vato, he's a rata, cartoon, he told on me, he lied, he did this and that. But at the end of the day, I'm guilty. You know what I mean? I played my role. I done what I did. Had I not been involved in whatever, had I not did this, I wouldn't be in this position. So regardless of who told on me, or regardless of the bad situation that put me in this direction, at the end of the day, I chose to continue down that path. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that because of like, I mean, I get the parts about our parents. You know what I mean? And I believe mine are responsible for a lot, but at the end of the day, there comes a point where it's no longer now on them; it's now on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where I take responsibility for my own thing, not even the vatos that told on me or whatever. Because had I not been involved in these things, I wouldn't have somebody to be counting on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have to take responsibility for our own actions, even from the young age. The problem is, um, although we chose all that, I think number one, I think that how we were brought up has a big effect on us, obviously. Um, but
Yeah.
but we all know those ones that had it bad growing up and didn't choose that. So it's obviously still a choice to go down that route,
Yeah.
and we chose the wrong one. But I also think it's partly, again, not I'm not I'm not trying to put off who's responsible. We are ultimately responsible, but I think
Yeah.
we also got into it with not all of the correct knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We looked at this Hale as something to aspire to be because we believed all the lies, the propaganda.
I'm going to cut you off real quick, but that's again, half of it is the parents' responsibility.
I
It's like I
know.
said, they're gambling with their kid's life. It's like, dropping you off at a crack house. Okay, now figure it out. You know what I mean? Um, and it's like you guys had a late start,
Yeah,
and figured that out later, which that's why we're telling these kids, start it now, plant that seed now, make the next generation better. But for you two, you guys had a really, really late start, and it took you to be an adult way after being an adult to realize that, because a kid can't make those decisions on their own, so it, it definitely, for sure, I feel like it's almost like 75% of the parents' fault. It just
so,
is.
I mean, I don't. So fault is one thing, and responsibility is another. Um, I believe the fault is theirs to claim, but we're still responsible for our actions. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but when you're kids, you can't make that decision. You didn't realize to change your life till you're almost 30, and that's mainly everybody, late 20s, early 30s. And
Yeah,
it's like these parents that are not taking responsibility for their kids are gambling with their kids' lives, and this is going to be the result
I get
because
that, but also remember there are kids that grew up like us and didn't choose that path. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying is there. Yes, there's fault there, but there's still a lot of people that decide not to go that route. You know what I'm saying? And
and that's where I say the parents are gambling with their kids' lives.
oh yeah, there's the gap.
Some win and some lose, and you guys lost when you guys were young, you
Yeah,
know
but I also think part of it is the propaganda and us believing that um, that all that other stuff meant something. The respect, the being a
Yeah.
maton, all that other stuff.
Well, yeah, you guys didn't have hugs and kisses, so you guys felt important. You felt needed. You felt wanted, and things like that. So, I mean,
Well,
that's why.
we didn't feel important. We were important. Let's not.
Oh God, I can't stand you both. And I know you guys are both growing a big head right now. Both of you guys.
Ah, I had hugs and kisses.
No,
Greyhound,
you didn't.
Greyhound hugged and kissed me.
Yeah, you guys hugged and kissed each other.
Uh, I just say hi to Cricket, and Mrs. Cricket said, "Ray Diaz, what's up, brother?
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Familia, how's it going? Awesome person. What's up, Diaz at 480? Great words, Greyhound. Proud of you. This is a recording that can be presented to all the kids," said Ro P. A person, exactly, Cricket. They grew up not seeing us but writing us, and that flips a switch in the brain to success most of the time. Yeah.
Right.
480 Seat Town, AZ High. Fish Layer always showing big love. Respect to you, homeboy, said Diablo.
But you know what? Some kids, though, they do follow in their parents' footsteps unless the parent puts their foot down and tells them no, just like Greyhound did, just like you did. Oh, my dad is a construction worker, so I'm going to be just like him. Or if it worked out for my dad, so why wouldn't it work out for me? Or if it worked out for my mom, I'll just do what she did. It worked out for her. No, it didn't. That doesn't work out for you. Like if you go to jail and then you're able to get out just because your dad got out, you might get something, a heavier charge and be gone for longer just because your dad was in and out of jail. Don't gamble with your life either. It's like if Mijo said, "Oh, I just got in trouble a little, just a few times. They're not going to do nothing to me. Look at my dad. He got out." But why even play that game? So it's good that you men are here telling these kids like it's not. Don't play with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray Diaz, Cricket, when you get a chance, can you see if somebody blocked my friend? Oh, all right, I'll look. Greyhound, I said hello and his family.
No, just address that. Just address it.
We'll get.
Ray, it is what it is. Leave it alone. All right, move on.
480 said, good stuff, Greyhound. Too bad we didn't open our eyes back then, but it is what it is. All that matters that you reconsider now and just move forward. Yeah, I mean, it's not all that matters. I mean, unfortunately, homeboy has to deal with those consequences forever. But I mean, the good thing is that he can use that and help others. I think you know what I mean, and be there for he can be a beacon to other people that need that strength. You know what I'm saying? And he can from his own perspective and his from his own reality, help kids that are involved in all that shit.
Yeah.
Diablo said, it's easy to put the blame on our parents for us that's really been through it. We got many excuses, but again, we knew what we were doing. If you say you didn't, you a clown or got issues. Yeah, I mean, you got to
Yeah.
do the responsibility in the end. Obviously, comes back to us. It's just unfortunately, again, we looked for the acceptance outside of ourselves, and we just went the wrong way with it.
I just think that those parents, like my parents and the way I grew up, I had a head start before, somebody in your guys' situation. You guys, like, it took you guys a while to realize it and then, admit, where other people, like I said, you come from a loving family, a giving family, and a good home. You have that head start in life. You know what I mean? And if you don't, it's like, shit, you're just out there in the world trying to figure it out. And you have to figure it out when you're in your late 20s and 30s. It's like, that's mainly a lot of people's stories, which is messed up.
Yeah. Yeah, Gray. I had some homies that their parents used drugs, sold drugs, and in and out of prison, and now one died. Greyhound, is good to hear your voice, man. Much respect to you and your family. I'm glad you're back on the panel, man. Missed you. Yeah, I was getting on too late. Me being in Phoenix fucked it up. Uh, Only speaking in my own experience, parents only got so much control on what youngsters do. My mother and my stepfather were giving me a place to sleep, and that only contributed to what I was doing. Yeah, it depends. I mean, everybody has obviously everybody has their own story, and just there's a you know, the truth is at the end of the day, bro, some of us are just weaker than others as far as that's concerned, I think. You know what I mean? You could almost look at it that way too. We didn't have that the mental strength to, just say no, try to, be our own thing and do our own thing. We went the whole other route with it.
That's true. That you said it right. Mental strength, right there.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have that to be able to either speak up, to make our own decisions, to be be able to be independent within ourselves without allowing other influences and stuff like that to do whatever they did. Mental strength. That's you hit it on the nose, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm smart, bro.
Shut the.
Or then trim them eyebrows.
480 said
60 seconds
the
remaining.
others aren't doing anything for themselves. Yeah. Jack in the Box said he is right. She's actually right. Matt said this torta was bomb. I'm back. My bad. Big homie Matt. After they got fed up with it, they kicked me to the curb, which I respected, said Diablo. Glad the family is back, huh?
I'm about to say goodnight because I got a bottle right here, waiting for the phone. And
You have 30 seconds remaining.
if there's a linea that pops open right here before I go to before we got it locked down, I'll call. But if not, it has to be my Mañana.
Okay.
Everybody said, good night, good chopping it up, good combo. Got something else new to talk about Mañana, let me know. And good night, Jovan, everybody.
Good night. Be safe. Be careful.
And I'll do it around the same time, bro. Kind of early. I'll try and do it again.
All right, I will.
All right, brother. No, I will. Pendejo.
I'm gonna tell him you said that. I'll get you in trouble.
Right on, Tom. Thank you for that, brother. Look at that with that smile.
Look at Tom. Hey, Tom. You're back.
Let me see. Glad the family's back. Hopefully everyone is well. Cricket and Mrs. Cricket, respect and blessings, said Angel. Javier said, unfortunately, it took prison for Greyhound to grow up and become a man. I'm with you in spirit, sir. Keep on growing. It will set you free. Yeah, I think it takes prison for a lot of people to grow up, bro. I mean, prison, or at least a lot of the holiday that happens behind prison. You know what I mean? The politics of it all, the drama of it all. Obviously, también, just doing time, but all the other stuff that comes with it too, really starts, I think, opening people's eyes and shit. And I mean, you can see it, bro. Look at the sistema now compared to what it was. Everybody, like, if you could think about prison, his history of prison, right? So there's been prisons forever, Holmes. And if you think about, let's just say Arizona, California, you going back to the fucking, to the teens, to the 20s, the 30s, the 40s. Not until this fucking clica came about and supposedly saved the world and protected everybody did motherfuckers start getting fucked off, and all this politics shit started happening, and prison became a place that was more of fucking high school than anything else. You know what I mean? And it just, as far as the joint is concerned, I see the clica as the detriment of it all. You know what I mean? Not to say it was supposed to be a great place to go. You know what I mean? But it's turned into something that it's like you can't, if you wanted to, it's almost fucking, you can't even go in there anymore and try to just better yourself, Holmes, because you'll be looked upon as weak, or all this other, all the other holiday that comes with that. And that's what forces so many motherfuckers to get in the game, because they don't want to look like chavalas. You know what I mean? If we call it what it is, that it is. There'll be so many people that just want to get out and be with their kids and be with their family, but they allow that fucking, that pride to get them involved in the bullshit, man.
But
Crazy.
what gets me is when parents weren't there for their kids, and then their kids, go commit crimes and they're in jail, and then the parents like, I don't know why he's in jail. I don't know why he does these things. Well, because you're letting the streets raise your kid. How do you think he's going to turn out? He had to learn how to be a man on his own because you weren't there to do it. And then you wonder why he's committing crimes and out there. You just threw him out there in the world as a kid, not having that knowledge of what to do. What did you think he was going to do? And then the parents, are in there visiting and, oh, mijo, why did you do that. Well, because you're not around, because you're a shitty parent. That's why. And then if you have good parents and then you turn out to be like that, then you're just selfish and gullible. Do you know what I mean? Because you had your life already pretty much set. You already, had a head start compared to these other kids that didn't. So that's what really irks me too, is like these parents are so surprised when their kids do things. Like, well, look at you. Don't you think your kid is going to do that? They're seeing what you're doing. You're never around. You don't care. Really, come on. You don't read bedtime stories. You don't give baths and hugs, and you don't bake. You don't put them in sports. You don't do anything for them. But then when they get locked up, you want to go over there and cry and say, look what you're doing to your mother. What did I do? Oh my God. You know what you did. You're a shitty parent. Admit it. I don't like when parents do that either. That just really irks my nerves.
Diablo said, Greyhound, respect, brother. Tom said, I gave my mom 2 edibles and she passed out in 20 minutes.
Oh my God, this mother.
Diablo said, Tom is
Tom.
he's a bad influence on his mom.
Oh my God.
Arizona Diablo said, Tom sending days of ramen noodles. Tom Dorf, I have video to prove it too. LOL. Angel said, maybe our parents were the primer, but we made the choice. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you cannot deny that, the responsibility at the end falls on us like that. But I think you still have to also deal with some of the mother issues. You know what I'm saying? Like the parents, and if you're gonna, at least we have to at least acknowledge it to deal with whatever is going on nowadays with these kids. You know what I'm saying? We have to know where it's coming from, and a lot of it is that they are looking for that acceptance and all that. But I mean, I'm willing to be the one that accepts them now. You know what I'm saying? I can teach them a lot. I can tell them a lot. I can show them a lot, and I think a lot of people can. So they don't need that for that. Tomorrow's my mom's 75th birthday, and she's stoned right now, said Tom. He said, yeah, I knew what I was doing, but you never think about that. You're going to end up going to prison, even though we might have family members in prison. We just keep doing what we do. Yeah. El Profe checking in. Cubo Grillo y gente. What's up, brother? You miss Greyhound, bro. Said, happy birthday to your mom, Tom. Tom Geronimo said, oh my God. 5 of a kind media said, I was one of those guys that had to grow up. Took a while, but I'm here and I like this chat. It's therapeutic, LOL. Yeah, it is.
It's just, as adults, you know how hard it is for us to change certain things in our life. You want to throw a kid out there in the world and let the streets raise them. They go to jail, they get out. And then, at 20 something years old, they're just supposed to magically click and say, hey, this is my fault and let me take responsibility. And it is some of it, well, you said a lot of it is, but it's all that undoing that has to be done, which is really hard. And then by that time, you're already old. I mean, look at Emmanuel, how he's old already, and you know what I mean? So we're trying to get them, early 20s, when early teens, earlier than that if we need to, not when they're, old like that. So I'm just saying.
You just be talking out your ass.
You want to get take that stupid thing off. Stop.
You just be hating. Look at that.
Shut up. I'm just saying, you want to get them when they're young and plant that seed in their head, not when they're doing life, or they spent 50, 30 years of their life in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 480 said, oh, wow, a 75-year-old mother on weed. That's a first for me. How is she acting on it, Mr. Tom D? I Yeah, said you learn a lot about yourself in prison, what you're made of, and what you can endure. Me, I felt like a loser without knowing how to read. I learned, and I amazed my family. I already knew how to fight.
Mhm.
Rhymes can say, "What I miss?" LOL. Missed all of Greyhound. Good night, familia. Chronicles, say my best. All right, Angel, ya sabes, homeboy. Tom said, I'm
Good
gonna
night.
post to show how mom is doing on the weed. I came from a single mother that worked all the time, so I decided to go to the street and find that comfort since the age of 8, said Bella Kennels. Yeah, I got a real similar story to that. That was partly my kind of my thing. Link one, the consumption. Oh fuck! I keep yawning now. All of a sudden, Tom
Hold on a sec.
Sativa.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay, now I got a fucking Tom. He's recording her. What the hell? 20 minutes later, he put. Fucking Tom, why you do that, man? You're a fool. Ah, that's funny. God damn. Tom Sativa or Indica, he said. Tom, he put some more, Tom? Oh, that's the one I just watched. What was the I didn't see the first one. He said the consumption. Oh, they're both the same, right? Am I tripping?
All right.
Fucking Tom. He gave his mom some chocolate.
Some chocolate?
Yeah, malt balls. They're like those fucking the malt balls. Remember what were those called? And then 20 minutes later, you put another pose and she's out. Fucking tough. That's funny. Indica, of course, he said. My moms used to tell me that I was less than the rest of my family because of my choices. I got hella mom issues, said awesome person. To the family that does
Mhm.
edibles together,
It's
stays together.
horrible.
Good
It's
man.
horrible.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, that the problem is sometimes too, man, people say things that and they don't realize the effect it can have on kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, even when people think they're saying the right things, you got to remember that these kids, man, that the type of shit like that can really fuck them up. You know what I mean? Just got to be careful. Unless you're just a piece of shit, then you're doing it, because you're a piece of shit. But if you're actually just trying to like somehow shame the kid into not acting like that, like there's good reason for you saying whatever you're saying. Just remember that that can have a detrimental effect on them too. I mean, these are children, so you have to tread lightly when it comes to them. And I'm not saying I'm not with this new world where you got to be all soft and you can't spank and you got to bitchify the kids. That's not it's not that either. I'm just saying there's extremes on both ends. Javier said, to the family that does edibles together stays together. Good man. Here she is 20 minutes later. Happy birthday, Tom's mom, said five of a kind media. What's up,
Right.
Cricket and Lady? Cricket said Nachi Lewis. What's up, homeboy? Yeah, prison is like a whole different world than what people think of it. You kind of don't want to be outcast, especially a loner. So dudes click up if they didn't want to. It's hard to explain. Yeah, you're right. It is hard to explain, bro. I mean, I I wanted to click up from being young, bro. You know what I mean? Like that was I was looking for that for years and years, and when I got my patch, it was just I don't know. It was a feeling of accomplishment, I guess. It's almost like I don't know. getting a degree or something. You know what I mean? It's just weird. We got that. It's something that I wanted to get for a long time, and I finally got it. Not a lot of people get it, so you feel like you did something special type shit. You know what I mean? It's
But you didn't
all
know any better, though. You didn't know
no.
any better.
That's what I'm saying. It's all part of the indoctrination. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes you, all the propaganda's there, all that shit, and then to know, like I said, one of the words that I hate that people use, when they talk about carnales and stuff is the elite shit, because we honestly believe that ourselves. You know what I mean? Like for whatever reason, we're like, oh, we're the elite because it's only a few of us that are gonna, and we even fall for that bullshit ourselves, and that's what makes us go for it even harder, and it makes us do what we do for it. You know what I mean? Like it's like the whole thing from beginning to end is a process of fucking uh, almost brainwashing, man. And so these kids, they just need to be careful with this, man. It's the kids are they're vulnerable to all of this from childhood. You know what I'm saying? They're already involved in gangs, already got problems at home. There's already all of this. And you throw this on top of it where it's grown ass men that they can look up to, almost like father figures that are, it's just all a fucking mess, man. And they just need to be warned. They need to be warned, man. Let me see. Oh my God, Tom, I saw it. Said Chile.
I
Rhyme,
have to check it out later.
Rhyme Syndicate said there's oaths you take. It separates what your real pride is. You make a lot of sacrifices for an agenda. That's why I said I paid for my pride tenfold. I lost my child due to my involvement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy Diablo said, Cricket, I'm being honest, brother. You got lucky, homie, with Queen Cricket, keeping the door unlocked for your turn, brother. And I know you know that, LOL. 3 months in the early 90s was the cutoff. Yeah, I remember. Or 3 days, he said.
Okay, Izzy, thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate you.
You hear that smile on her face, bro? Can't do that type of
I
shit.
am. So go ahead. Tell me thank you.
Chele
I'm
has
waiting.
seen a Charles Manson documentary with her, and 20 minutes later, she was snoring. Oh, there's 10 cuevas. There's 10 cuevas. That's what I'm talking about.
What?
Cubo, Cricket, Jovan, and the rest of the Chronicles. Before I forget, Jovan, yes, you got lucky, girl.
Oh, this man, I swear. Wow, Ben. Wow. No, you're not gonna kill it. You're not gonna just kill that for me right now after what AZ just said. Nope. Mm-mm. So I'm gonna act like you didn't even put that right there. Somebody timed that message out. I don't even want to see that right now. Oh, wow. What a piece of poop. You put that up? Wow. Look at your
Yeah,
stupid little face. Wow.
talking about. Yeah, you're just
You got a smile from ear to ear. Look at you.
look at that. Young as hell.
Oh my God. Bye.
All right, let's see. Oh, she looks so cute, but definitely her neck is gonna hurt, said Chele. Tom, turn your comments on, bro. That's just epic. I got much to say, said Diablo. The prophet said Whoppers. Yeah, that's what it is, babe. The malt balls, the Whoppers.
Oh, that's right. Whoppers. I was going to say milk duds. I don't know. I was just thinking of round and black.
Tom said, I don't know how to turn them on, or I would. Rhyme Cynic said, damn, I had to take care of some last minute things at work. Good. 480 said, it's funny when Miss Cricket laughs and she sounds like she's, I don't know the word, but when you sound like a pippy, peepee,
What?
like a peepee.
A preppy? Preppy?
Getting the pictures I sent. No, I didn't, bro. I don't think so, homie. I didn't get no pictures. Just the numero.
Hmm.
What's a peepee?
I don't know. He'll
Yeah,
tell us.
no pictures, bro. Cricket knows the laughs at 480. No, I do. A pee-pee laugh? Edibles don't really work for me for some reason, but then I hear other people talking about they were falling off their feet and seeing baby Jesus. Syndicate said I was gonna put JB, Bam Bam, Sir T, Greyhound, Chapolin, and many more. I've got personal pictures.
Oh, that's cool.
Why am I getting the urge to paint my mom in her sleep? You a fool, fucking dog. She's gonna wake up tomorrow and be mad at you. Put her on damn YouTube. Let's see. Let's see. My mom paint. Oh, he put Tom LOL. Paint your mom no bueno LOL. My mom has never smoked weed before. They don't do shit for me either. She's never. Does she know what was in them, fool?
Oh my God, he probably just told her, "Here, Mom, have some candy," or "I bought you some candy." Oh
For
my
real?
God.
Oh man. I think that show Gangland gave prison gangs a lot of unneeded notoriety. They would always build those vatos up. Yeah, that was another thing. Those fucking ganglands are so full of shit. As so they add all that like drama to it and make them seem like because a lot of the shit they said on the Arizona stuff, the whole Terry Stewart shit, the with the directors, that's all bullshit, bro. It was crazy. My friend's mother rolls her own cigarettes. I rolled one for her and laced it with weed. She told me it was the best tobacco she ever had. Old lady was laughing at cartoons. Tom said, it has taken me 50 years to get my mom to try weed. She hasn't slept in 2 days. Guess weed solved that. Uh, 480 said, so why were you doing cricket trying to land in prison on purpose? Sounds like that. I mean, not necessarily. It wasn't about. I mean, I wasn't like out there waving down the cops, but I would just, it was just what we do. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was trying purposely to get in trouble. Um, it just, I just was. I was in and out of the juvie, the Dobie, and I knew I was going to the Pinta. It was just part of it. I just knew it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, again, it's not. It wasn't like I went and knocked on Madison's door and asked him to let me in, but I just knew that was that's the route I was on. It wasn't a surprise, pretty much. Did you get to eat the rest of the cheesecake? Of course. Shit, we tore that shit up.
You should have. Wow.
There's
Wow.
still some left. There's still some in
See?
there.
See, and you're like, "Save me that," and then you didn't even finish it.
I didn't say save me that. I
You,
told
you told me, huh? "Save me some of that cheesecake. I want some of that.
that's
Don't eat it all."
how I talk.
Yeah, that's how you said it, like a little baby.
Bullshit.
Don't eat it all.
Bullshit.
And then you didn't even finish it.
You're lying.
Knowing, no, no.
Lying. It was the milk that I told him he had two and I had two.
Mm.
You just made up a whole conversation.
It was a cheesecake.
No, you made up a whole conversation like the liar you are when you lied about sending me my.
The liar that when I ended up sending your money. Stop it.
It's still a lie. Ended up. No. When you say I sent it, it sent it. Period.
Okay, well, I'm sorry I was a little broke back in the day. I was busy raising a kid.
Oh, please, excuses.
Sending somebody in jail money. Jeez.
Somebody? Like some
No,
stranger?
no.
Rhyme syndrome.
Shut up.
Kids are easily manipulated, especially when they're wounded physically, mentally, whatever it be, and the dominance in that territory is a cloud that covers them. Yeah, said it right. Absolutely. Diablo said, if nobody said another word ever in this whole entire life, everybody would still know how lucky Cricket is. Believe that, and he knows it. LOL. Jovan, check your message, said Chele.
I did share that, and I'm good. I'm too old to be bothered, and it's an everyday thing, and it's never going to change. It's too late for change on that. It's just not going to happen.
Cricket, you the man. Your old lady is straight lucky. I know. That's what I be saying.
Who said that?
Nachi Lewis.
Oh, stop it. Don't you start too.
Omerta Vision Network. Saludos, homies. What's up, brother? Tom Duffer said, Mom's gonna wake up with a dick drawn on her forehead.
Tom. Stop.
He's a fool.
Oh my God, I can't.
Diablo said, anyway, big respect to the hosts of the show, the homies in the chat that know what's up. I got to dip out. 4:30 a.m. is creeping. Stay up, stay safe. Orale, brother. Ya sabes. Have a good night, bro. Yeah, she knew. You see her holding the bong in the video, said Tom. Oh, I didn't watch it that long. I just see when she grabbed the candy and then she's trying to open it. I wouldn't, Tom, LOL. I wouldn't slip anything on anyone ever, said Tom. You should have only gave her one. She ate more than one? That's good. Yeah, Cricket, I think I had a change of heart. Maybe you should get on one knee one day and put a ring on it for everything she did. Raised Cricket Jr., waited 15 years for you. That's very rare, Vato.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Mm-hmm.
Cut it out.
I mean, I know I lied about money and this and that, and I know we would get in arguments, and I'm not perfect. I always say I'm not perfect. You're not perfect, but your son knew who you were.
I'm not perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
No, bullshit.
We've had our ups and downs. We're not perfect, but your son knew when you got out who you were. He knew of you. He saw you. He knew everything about you. You're welcome.
Don't start cheesing up now, 480.
Thank you for that. Appreciate that.
I gave her a bag of malt balls and a bag of sour gummies. She ate what she ate. Rhyme Syndicate said, it's brainwashing. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. 480 said, like a little piggy. Fuck this. My mom never gave me weed for my birthday. This is bullshit. He firmly said that's your last piece of cheesecake. Awesome person. M. Valen Hugo, first time watcher. What's up, brother? Did you watch when the homie was on? Greyhound? That was a good conversation, man. I'm glad to hear it because, as most of you that have been around a long time, when we first started talking to Greyhound on here, when he was calling at first, I think he still would say this same thing, but you guys remember he was still, wanting to. He was still kind of on that fence of where he stood with all of this Hale, and I'm just, I think he's evolved to the point where I think he don't give a fuck no more what people think either. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of that is seeing the support from this Hale, from you people. You know what I mean? People that because he can see that it doesn't matter, man. He doesn't have to be a carnal. He doesn't have to be, a killer, any of that stuff for people to just want to rap to him and like him for, him. He's a good dude. You know what I mean? He's a firme vato. He's cool. You know what I mean? And all the, aside from all that other shit, that shit isn't what makes him cool and all of that. So I think he sees that now, if anything, because he definitely, we all know. There's no secret there. He threw his life away. He's stuck in prison for the rest of his life. There's nothing that's gonna bring him home. He can't get out. But
I think he sees also nobody on here is judging him, and like I said, it's cool to be, honest. It's cool to take responsibility. Those things are cool. It's not cool to go steal and kill and be in jail. That stuff's not cool. And here he just feels like he could be himself. He doesn't have to put on a front for anybody. And it's just,
Yes.
it's, and then on top of it, you've known him for how long? 20 years? It's not like we just met him. It's,
Yeah.
known him for
20,
a while. So,
25 years. And again, you know, he and I mean, we were Carnales together. Um, we were on that. I mean, we did it. I mean, everything I've done, he knows about, and everything he's done, I know about. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what defines us. That's not what makes us. Um, that's not what makes us Carnales today. Now, you know what I'm saying? I got love for the dude because I got love for the dude. You know what I mean? And it has nothing to do with that clica. It has nothing to do with what we did back then. If anything, I respect them more for being able to say, "Man, fuck all that bullshit that we was involved in." You know, we did nothing but, guide a bunch of young gente, to throw their life away too. There ain't nothing firme about the clica when you talk about this is about the raza and all that shit. When that is clearly leading the raza to throw their life away, bro, down the wrong path. And it's not, again, one. I'm not one to just sit here and talk about the raza that way, but I'm just using their argument against themselves. You know what I mean? The same goes for every one of those cliques. The Aryan Brotherhood. They feel, the things they say to brainwashed for the propaganda. None of it is true, man. Because if it was, you would guide them to better themselves, not to fucking throw themselves into the fucking, into prison for the rest of their lives, and then a mistake causes them their life. This is your carnal, you say, but you're gonna whack him
mhm.
because he did what? You know, think of anything that we can name here that so many vatos have been put in the hat over. It's just it's just all bad, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, my bad. AM Valen, welcome. I'll send them to Chronicles email. Órale. LOL, Tom. We all do that, Miss Cricket. If someone tells us they send us money on this day and the envelope has a different day than what they said, is bullshit. Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. Well, I had reasons.
What were your reasons? Huh? You disappeared again, babe?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I do now.
Oh, okay. I had to pay my phone first, or I had to pay the light first, or I had to pay my rent first, and or something came up, you know what I mean? Or Mijo needed something, and of course, that's my baby. He needs it first, so you had to wait another extra week. So it is what it is.
Excuses, excuses.
No,
Thought you said you loved me first. Get this little bastard all his stuff, and I don't get nothing.
shut up.
Five of a kind media said, "Can Greyhound draw a deer dancer for me? I will use it for one of my vids." Yeah, we'll ask him for sure. And Valen said, "Neta didn't see it good looking on the shout out 100. I'ma watch it. Valenciano, órale, homeboy." Matt put the little cholo. Greyhound has positive vibes and has a funny laugh. Matt said, "You guys are lucky to be carnales, and here I am portraying myself to be a big homie." Well, it is. We're lucky to be carnales now, the way we are now. Definitely that, in those days, um, there's nothing lucky about that shit, man. Uh, obviously I felt different at the time. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit anybody and don't pretend like I wasn't proud of it and I didn't think differently. But looking back, I know what it was and what it led to and what I did for it, and I'm not proud of any of that anymore. My girl bounced the first year of me being incarcerated. I'm just saying, Vato, I think you know deep down what time it is. You just don't want to show it and look like a marshmallow, a softie. I'm a softie, bro. I don't care. But she gotta ask me, Holmes. I'm the prize in this relationship.
Oh my God. It's
She got
all
a
right.
diamond in the rough, bro. I was in the rough and then I came out a diamond, bro. Like she got lucky. Like she got a dude in a jail cell that was a carnal facing the death penalty, and then this comes home to her.
If delusion, geez, could have a face, it would, wow.
Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, M. Valen, I'm just clowning, bro. He's new to the show. He's gonna think I'm serious as a mom. Like, what's wrong with this motherfucker? Gonna be tripping. Shit. Happy to come across this Aristeca all day. Make the youngsters strong, not blind. Muchos respetos. Orale. M. Valen, continue to come back, said Chele. 480 said, but you guys don't have to get married and be like everyone else. Just because a couple been together for a long time doesn't mean you guys have to marry. It just
No,
what
you're right. I mean, it already feels like we are. So, I mean, it doesn't matter, but I'm already married anyway. I already have my other husband, remember? He's
I
gonna,
need.
you need to drop off my son, and then we'll let you know,
You can take
maybe.
this. I could have had a whole cheesecake by myself last night.
You're stupid. Shut up.
Uh, Matt,
Oh,
she has a hard time accepting the fact that she got lucky. She don't need to win the lotto. Tell her cricket palabra. I know. She won.
oh, wow. Okay, Matt. Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
how many times? How many people? Now we're gonna talk facts right here.
Wow. I
How
can't
many
stand
times?
all y'all. Really, Matt? All that? Really?
How many times have you guys heard of a ruca crying at the first visit?
First of all,
Case closed.
oh, okay. All right. It's closed. All right.
First of all, what?
First of all, have you guys ever heard of a case that somebody did an inmate outreach and then, changed his life and, gave him a child? Yeah, I did that. You're lucky.
Oh, so you're not gonna explain the crying part, huh?
I'm like, I wasn't crying because it didn't, I was crying because I was just like mad. I was annoyed. And you know me, I was a brat. If I didn't get something, I'd cry. You know what I mean? That was my whole life. I'm just saying. I was like more annoyed. And when you're just so annoyed and like upset, you just like tear up a little. And I wasn't crying, like weeping, crying. I was just like a couple tears fell and that was that. Get over it.
Whatever, bro. You don't gotta.
Well, okay, move on. Move on.
480C said the American people expect married. Oh yeah, yeah. Cricket, would you do a vid on Lil Spider? What really was his downfall? I still don't know. Yeah. But I mean, there wasn't much of a downfall. I mean, they whacked him on the street but it wasn't like that way. They were doing the home invasion. He got killed doing a home invasion, bro. Um, but I know that there was always something with Little Spider that a lot of vatos didn't like, but it was mostly, it was politics. You know what I mean? But I'll do, yeah, I'll put something together eventually, hopefully. So, jealous of me. I'm about to come on live and yell at you, Cricket.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
And I said, LOL, you're a fool, Cricket. This shit put me back without being back.
You guys hear how he talks to me? Is he crazy? Oh, he's new here?
Yeah.
Yeah, show him the picture where I was pregnant and you weren't here. And that baby that was in my belly is right there in the kitchen with you. Yeah.
First, let's show him this.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Holy Mother Mary and Joseph.
I still look. If all I do now, I shave my head and I got rid of the tattoo, it's the same thing. And that right there, same thing.
No, it's not.
That same thing. Now here's
No.
her. So that you can't really tell right there. We gotta get the better one, babe. So there you are. That's when she was pregnant. That's after she got lucky and met me. And then this is after I gave her my seed.
Oh my god, I can't stand you.
480 said, "Yeah, Cricket, you might have saved her life, but you kind of put her in that position."
Oh, wow. Thank you, 480. Yes, thank you. See, you guys, you're finding the words that I can't find because my mind is just so clouded right now because I can't believe him. But
Listen,
thank you. Yeah, you did put
I,
me in that. No, 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 no. Read that question again. Read what he said again. Read it again.
listen. Take responsibility for your
Read
actions.
it again. Read it again.
So yeah, Cricket, you might have saved her life, but you kind of put her in that position.
Yeah,
Kind.
you threw me in the deep end.
He said kinda.
No,
You
it's like
jumped.
you throw it. No, you threw me in there.
You jumped. You wanted to play with the big dogs.
Oh, please.
LM Rhyme Syndicate said, "Personally, I'm glad to finally hear Greyhound has freedom in his facility movement. He can do things. Solitary is mentally tough. Only thing that kept me sane was learning how to read in the dark." Yeah, he's actually that is the good thing, but that fool did 18 years in Supermax. You know what I mean? From SMU2 in New Mexico, because they kept him in Supermax. Then when he went to Colorado, not Colorado, I'm sorry, Chicago or Illinois, um, they kept him in Supermax. And then finally, where he's at now in Colorado, he's actually um, kind of a little more like, like a normal inmate, you know what I mean, where he gets to come out. And so, it's good. He has the best of what he can get. No bullshit. I mean, that it's a nice pinta for, if you got to be in prison, fucking Colorado's the place to be, I would say. But obviously,
Not only that, the fact that he gets to wake up every day with without that drama in his head. You know what I mean? Of,
yeah,
oh
that's
God, what letter am I gonna get now? Who do I have to go hit now? Who do I have to, you know, who do I have to manipulate now? Like it's like he's free in his own mind, which is great, you know.
yeah. When you cried, Crick knew got her. Yeah, about that.
Wow.
509 Media. I'm gonna stay on this live until White Fence proposes. LOL.
Who said that? Who said
Five
that?
of Five of a Kind Media.
Oh, you're probably gonna be on here for a long time. A long time. So yeah, you keep staying on here.
Matt
Make
Matt
it
said
happen.
just grow out the hair, Vato.
You
I
should
need
try
that.
it.
I need that pic of cricket from my dartboard when you can't hear me yelling at you. Said Chele. Ah, sounds like you're talking about Chucky. Chele said right. Peter Piper, that was Pistol Pete's Pizza right there, bro. Yeah, I was like 14, 15 at that picture. Can't even tell. I still look the same.
You look like you were freaking 25. Jesus, you had a whole freaking mustache, beard.
RL said, "Yes, sir. What's up, brother?" Pistol Pete was the best tattoo artist I ever seen. Who you talking about? Baby Boy Pete? Chidas?
Oh, I thought they were talking about Pistol Pete's Pizza.
No, there was a carnal named Pistol Pete. I don't know if that's who he's talking about though.
Oh,
Pete Chidas. Um, but there was another vato that got down to attack. His name was Pete, Petey Boy. His name was Petey Boy, but he was from Califa. Well, he said he wasn't really from Califa. He claimed Califas, Montevelo, but he wasn't from. 480 Seat Town said, "Yeah, but I feel you about the part you're saying that she got lucky. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying it would be okay for you to propose. That's it, vato."
thank you, 40. Thank you. Oh my God, finally. Besides Chella, somebody on my side. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm gonna screenshot that for all because
Órale.
everybody over here is on your side.
Órale, Cricket Rojo in the house. I send mine. What's up, Rojo? From Convict's perspective. Mark Gonzaga. What was Pistol Pete's last name? Chidas. Chidas was his last name. He ended up going out of state, bro. They sent him to trying to think where it was. You can Google it. So they sent him out of state. I can't remember what pinta. You can Google it and find it though. He got there, and like 6 months after he got there, they had a riot, bro, and a cop got killed. And they tried to charge Pistol Pete and a bunch of other vatos with that muerte. But they ended up dropping the charges. He ended up getting away with it, or beating it, or maybe he didn't do it. I don't know, whatever. But he got all the charges dismissed. But yeah, they sent him. Well, man, I can't remember where they sent him now. Watonga, Oklahoma was okay. LOL, said M. Valen. Was it Watonga, Oklahoma? I never heard it. I mean, never been. I heard Oklahoma was all right too, but Rhyme Syndicate said that would be a complete role reversal from your normal routine from the back in the days. Would be to propose to her. Just saying, brother. They say Rojo, said Geronimo. Rojo said Geronimo with exclamation. Miss Cricket wanted to play with the big dogs, huh? Is that true, Miss Cricket? You didn't want a soldier. You might have watched too many prison movies.
No, I actually didn't like the prison movies, and I didn't want to play with no big dogs. I didn't care about them. I liked him. I was in love with him. I wasn't no gangbanger or anything like that. I wasn't trying to be like, oh, my man is this and my man is that. I didn't do any of that. And actually, when I would tell some of my friends, some of them like fell off because they were like, "No, that's crazy. That's dangerous."
Yeah.
I never bragged about it. I mean, it wasn't like, cool.
Not about,
It wasn't.
he didn't brag about that part, but you showed him pictures, right?
Shut up! Oh my god!
Laughed my ass off. Said awesome person. M. Balance and never met the Carnal. Heard a lot about him. Always thought of the pizza place when I heard it. LOL. Yeah, Pistol Pizza. I used to eat at Pepe's Pizza on Central by Food City. Fire. They closed it now. Senor Rojo, good episode on MMA fighter. Yeah, you see that? Cain Velasquez. Thank you, Rojo. Appreciate that $10, bro. Did you see that? Remember Cain Velasquez, babe, from UFC?
No.
Oh, well, he's a Chicano. He's from Northern Cali, but he's also from Arizona. Like he lived in Yuma, born out there, and then he was raised like in Yuma, and he would go back and forth. And he went to ASU for college. He was doing wrestling, but he became the UFC champ, heavyweight champ, like one of the first like Mexican roots. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
but he blasted some fool yesterday. They got him for attempted murder.
what?
Yeah,
What the
I guess.
hell?
But when you read the thing, it says that the vato in the Ramfla that he blasted at had allegedly molested a close relative of his. So he blasted at him.
And I understand that, but
Yeah.
again, you have to let the law take its place and not take it into your hands, because now he's ruining. I mean, unless it's worth it for him to ruin his career and his life, and
Career,
now he's in there and he's not going to be out for that kid.
yeah, the career ain't really. I don't know if it's his kid. They just said a close relative,
Right.
but his career, he's already retired, but he's married and has kids. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing
That's what I'm saying. It's easier said than done when you're in the moment and you're just, enraged. Because, I mean, you even talk crazy to my kid, and I want to get on a flight and go back home and just handle you. You know what I mean? But, I mean, so I understand. Stop, I'm not done talking. So, I mean, I get where they're coming from, but you still got to just,
shit.
what?
You ain't running shit.
I just, it's hard. It's hard to not, do
Come
something
pick
about
him
it.
up.
What?
Come pick him up.
No. That's his house.
Fuck was that?
That him right there. Hi, baby.
And he said he came out dancing, and I told him what was that? He said cheesecake dance.
My baby.
Chunky probably was the best tattoo artist I seen. Yeah, Chunky get down. Chunky got, and I remember when he was like tacking on himself to learn. Man, I remember that he did his own chest and his arm and shit when he was still trying to, he could always draw, but he was learning how to tack. G thought said, Cricks, did you have that same voice when you was 15? Yeah, I think so, bro. Yeah. Senor Rojo said, Geronimo, thanks, bro. Matt, on the next live, I'll get on Ese Cricket. Just shoot the link. All right, I will. Chunky from Indios neighborhood? Nah. Chunky was from Garfield, bro. Chunky, it's Eddie Munoz is Chunky. Indio was from Guadalupe. Mm. Chunky's older brother was a carnal too, Chad, little Casper. Nachi Lewis said, Hey, hermano, my prima, baby girl Wendy, wants to know if she's blocked on your lives.
If she is, and she is, and it's probably for a reason. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Moving on.
M. Valen said, Gente, you're killing me, vato, lol. Fucking rolling over here, lol. M. Valen.
Yeah, he's quite a comedian over here nowadays.
You be hating, girl. You know you want to ask me. Go ahead.
You guys, stop. You guys, just no.
I
Stop.
told
You got some nerve.
I
What?
told you, I told you I'd say yes.
This fool. Do you hear this delusional mother?
Cricket, what years were you out from 2005 to 2012? None of those years. Those years, bro. Um, I went I went in 95, bro. I got out in 2001 for a couple months. I got out again in 2002 for 4 months. That's when I was with Jovan. Then I got out again in 2003 for 11 days. That's when I was with her too. And then I didn't get out again till 2015.
And this is me and his son right there in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, yeah. When I got out in 2002, that's when for the 4 months she got pregnant. When I got locked back up, I was in the condado, and we found out she was pregnant. And when I got out for those 11 days, she was 8.5 years. I was gonna say years. 8.5 months pregnant, or like 8 months pregnant, right, babe? Because then when they arrested you, you were still pregnant.
Yeah.
And then you had the baby, like right.
Well, I got arrested June 27th, and I had the baby in July,
Yeah, July 19th.
middle of July.
M. Valen said he should have just put the dogs on him. Fuck a chomo, but damn you, the champ. Put the hands on him for a not guilty for the homie Kane. Wifey said, don't interrupt. She ain't done talking. LOL, said Ernie U.
That's right.
LM Rhymes said, 2 of those pictures I sent you are from Colorado. Oh, are they? ADX? Silent Killer said, hey, homie, I was in Central Unit CB6 before it was renamed to Casson and finished my time in CB4. Yeah, I never heard. I seen now that they renamed it Casson. I was in Central Unit CB3 back in 95, bro. 95, 96, something like that. 96. Stupid.
Hey, I think you skipped one.
Who?
Did you read Matt's?
Oh, she wants to ask you so bad she's crying inside.
Yeah, I'm dying inside. I can't sleep at night. I'm losing so much sleep at night. Oh,
You hear her? See? My son says you should ask me.
no, he didn't. He didn't say that. He would never say that.
Huh?
What?
She should, huh?
Thank you, my baby. See, I knew it. See, I already knew. I already knew.
Yes. Yeah, I was Peep Boy. What? You were with Peep Boy or you right behind the yard office and Tower 13? I heard him say that. You heard my son say it?
Heard him say what?
he said yes.
No, he didn't.
Your
I
own
know you. I know you would never, baby. I know. I already know my son. He wouldn't.
La Tusa said Tower 13 right in the middle of the yard. Yep. Laugh my ass off when you put your son against the mom on a certain situation.
Mhm. That's the love of my life right there.
They
Oh,
always, they always, they always back against me, man.
no, we don't.
Yeah, they do. I'm the
When you're feeling sad and we talk about your childhood, we give you hugs. Mijo, are you there? Go give your dad a hug. Go hug him, baby. It's time.
I was in CB9 too. That's rhyming unit. Um, what? Give you a hug for
Do you
what?
remember when we would do that? When you would like tell us about your childhood, me and Mijo would look at each other and we would just hug you, and you're like, "Get off of me!"
Oh, you guys are done with that shit.
It's
Oh,
never too. It's never too late.
please. I got your back, cricket hermano.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? I don't expect anything less. Of course you did.
CB9 is a dead no, brother. CB9 is writing unit, bro. They call a writing unit is CB9. Unless they changed it, but writing unit was CB9. The death house is she's cooking you, bro. Man. It was always the CB9 was writing, and then I think they did CB10 was Meadows, and I mean Cook. CB11 was Meadows. Bring it. That's a virtual hug. Invalid.
Mhm.
Virtual hug. Maybe they might have changed all that stuff later, but I remember when I went to writing unit. Um, we're talking about in the '90s. They called it that was CB9. Yeah, Simon. But I never heard them call it CB9. Sergio said, "My kids are speechless when they hear stories of how I grew compared to how they lived. The look on their faces makes me laugh." And then Chele got yeah, everyone hug cricket. You guys be hating, man. You guys,
Everybody give him, yeah, big hugs. Everybody, hug your phone or your computer so he could feel it. You know,
you guys can't be listening to Joanne, man. She be making
he
stuff.
didn't. I got hugs and kisses every day. You didn't, so we got to hurry up. We got to make up for all those times.
I never heard you laugh as much. Joke. This is what Greyhound was saying about now you get to meet the person instead of the stories. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I never heard of CB9, said uh Latusa. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they built Reining, they called it CB9. That was the ninth block. I don't know. I mean, they maybe have changed that. Maybe they call it the Death House now, but um, Ocho and CB6. Said La Tusa.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where that's where usually they kept them. I'm not gonna.
can I say something? So Sergio said something about his kids are speechless when they hear stories of how he grew up.
Yeah,
So uh, that's a good thing, you know. They're speechless, like, oh my God, that's not the normal. That's not normal that you grew up like that, and this is the normal, the way you're raising them, Sergio. That's the new normal. That's what it should be, and that's a good thing. And like I said earlier, it doesn't make somebody, you know, what's it called? Like less of a person because you didn't have a rough upbringing or because you didn't choose jail or gangs. It doesn't make you less of a person. It makes you a smarter person. So you're not a, you know, cop out or anything. It's just that's a good thing. And so for your kids to be speechless about that, that just shows that it's already in their head. Like, yeah, Dad, that's not normal. You know what I mean? And the life that you're giving them is the new normal, and that's great. And then now they're going to know that, and then they're going to pass it on to the way, you know, they were raised. So that's a good thing.
yeah. I mean, the good thing is, our kids are lucky, bro. You know what I mean? And I know that it ain't really luck because it's just how life is supposed to be. But not everybody has it. So they're obviously they're a lot more. They're luckier than us for sure, and it's a good thing. Shit, I'm glad my
Yeah.
boy didn't have to experience any of that bullshit.
And I'm lucky that I had who I had. You know what I mean? And again, it's building generations passed on, and this is where it stops, and this is where it begins. And like, you know, many people on here, especially you, babe, it stopped with you, and now the new generation for your son. But I think Mijo got a lot of that because of generations of my family on how to act and how to be with love and care and all that stuff. So um, it's going to be good. You know what I mean? Hopefully, we'll have a bunch of little white fences throughout the years, you know?
Yeah, little white fences.
Yeah. Hopefully all these kids, you know, everybody that's on here, hopefully all their kids will be little white fences and then their kids will be white fences and, you know, have that upbringing instead of, um, you know, the things that you guys went through. It's horrible.
Yeah. The bro. Let me see. Oh shit! I think I'm not gonna hug cricket. I don't want to lose my wrench and big homie status. LM Ryan says CB9. I never heard that. I spent years in Central. Matter of fact, when CB6 was still death row. Yeah, I think they put him back in CB6 too now. Death row. Matt, you won't lose it. It's just showing love, bro. The gas chambers
Yeah.
and unit right next to CB4. Yeah. That's where the actual where the chair is for sure. Yeah, CB6 old death row. Could be wrong, bro, with the cell block number. I mean, you could be right. I mean, they might have did that after the fact, but I know uh, writing unit is actually like on paper it was called writing unit, but when they built it they called it was cell block 9, just because they used to name them all that in Florence. You had CB1, 2, 3, all the way down. CB6, it went all the way up to obviously the CB8. And then when they built Reining, which was the first one outside of the prison of Florence complex, they did the Iman complex, they called it CB9. But, let me see. Matt, you won't lose it. Oh, I've already said that. Yeah, CB6, old Death Row. They started, so Death Row's back in CB6. Some of them. They're starting to like letting them get privileges, kind of, and they get to move over to CB6 again. Chile, right. Good evening, Carnal. Just tap in for a hot sec. I respect your platform and your message. You and your lady are pushing in the respect. Your listeners give you both. Good night. I work 2 a.m. Pico Rivera. All right, Armando. Have a good night, brother. I appreciate you
Good
coming
night.
in and letting us know that, bro. For
Thank
real.
you.
LM Rhyme said, damn, things just changed, ran big time because they were housing over there in SMU 2, Wing 3. Yeah, they still are, but like over there, I think some of the Sundance is still over there. Some of the other, the high profile ones, and the Maruca's Primo is still over there, but they can earn their way down now, and they go to CP6, and they're even giving them Yarda again and stuff like that. Latusa said, "Yeah, gas chambers and Central Unit. Yeah, that is right, like he said, right by CB4. They're keeping that, and actually, they said they're shutting now that they're shutting down Central Unit. Um, Everything's closing down except for the Death House. They're going to keep the Death House open." Sergio said, "That's right, white fence.
Mm-hmm.
SMU is death row, but the gas chambers in Central. Yeah. Well, SMU 2, Silent Killer, yes, Latusa. CB6, old death row, SMU is new death row. Yeah, but they switched it. Silent Killer, put the thumbs up. M. Valence said, left from Cheyenne in 17, second tour, first was from 06 to 08. Your views and thoughts of how it went. I saw a difference, but I was out and in. What was the view? I was in Cheyenne too. That's where that was like my last, I was there in 2002 and 3 on my violations. And that's when I got hit with the federal indictment and all that shit. But I don't know much about what happened after like 2005 because I went off to the feds, bro. So a lot of that stuff that was going on with Dizzy and este Pistol Pete, and then with ¿cómo se llama Sid Vicious, all them brothers. I didn't I didn't know a lot about it. I've heard a lot about it now, but I didn't know anything about it. It sounds like things went out of whack for a while. You know what I mean? When they started all that stuff about mandatory that they had to be skina and all that other stuff. I mean, it's real hard, bro, to force grown men to support a cause that they don't believe in. You know what I mean? And especially when there's no fucking cause. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's a whole nother argument. But I think things just went sideways, bro. And there's obviously a lot of people that open their eyes to that because now, I mean, I'm corresponding with 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know how many ex carnales that have walked away from that whole thing, and it just goes to show, bro, that I mean, some of these fools are people that you would never think would do that, but everyone sees it for what it is, man. It's a lost cause. It's a fake cause, and there's nothing appealing to it. It's not anything that anybody says it was or is. All that the bullshit about it being elite vatos or the cream of the crop or any. It's all bullshit. These are just tecatos, that happen to be willing to kill people. But that doesn't even make him. That's not special. I mean, that doesn't. It's not hard to do that. Awesome person said, my little brother is a white fence chavalo. I look at him and be like, fool, I was in a whole gang at 13 and you scared of spiders.
That's a good thing, awesome person. That's a good thing.
I
We need to normalize that.
Yeah. I sometimes catch myself. I say the same thing about my son. Like I'll talk to my ruca and she babies the shit out of him. So it'll be like, he can't
I'm
do
sorry, I love him.
he can't do whatever, and I'll be like, what the fuck? At 17, I was already in prison, and you know what I mean. Or at 18, I was on the yard. I was in Central. I mean, it was like, but again, I mean, it's not that I'm hating on him. I'm actually jealous. I wish that
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I think you're jealous of him,
I'm not jealous of him.
of his life.
I'm jealous of the situation.
I think you're a little jelly.
He's stupid.
No, but awesome person. That's a really good thing, and that's what it needs to be going forward and generations changing. That's a good story. Glad to hear that.
Rhyme Syndic said, "Got you, silent killer." I remember when the lights used to flick at midnight and we'd all end up giving a moment of peace for no matter how bad of a shitbag they were. Oh, when they killed them fools? Yeah. Awesome person, laughed my ass off ese vato. For being in and out, Mama Cricket, you a boss. She's alright.
You're funny tonight, Matt. Matt, you're funny tonight. Oh no, he didn't say that. Invalid. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought I read something wrong. Never mind. Thank
said,
you. I appreciate that.
Let me see. Cricket, they were trying to give me 43 years. I got off on a technicality, which ended up being a mistrial. I can't believe I'm out. I should be still doing time. Got lucky. Yeah, a lot of us did.
Dang,
I was facing,
43 years.
I was facing the death penalty, bro, and I got lucky. You know what I'm saying? We're talking. This was 2003, so I'd already be 19 years on death row. Um, yeah,
I would have been gone with another family, with a husband who proposed to me. I would have been gone.
he's a sellout. That's why.
Huh?
He's a sellout. That's why.
Whatever. Don't talk about my husband like that.
I know my worth. Right. So yeah, there's a Chucky from Indio's neighborhood too. When I first got locked down in county jail, only person they housed me with was Indio, the one where they feed the dogs at right there in Phoenix. Oh, the main jail, the old main jail. I like that. I like the main jail, bro. I always liked it. I like the way it was set up, the submarine. And I didn't know there was a chunky from his barrio. I know there's a chunky from Southside 35th, and then the one from Garfield. 100. It was tough having that gap, but still being down. I hear and feel you, familia. I said, invalid. Yeah. Cricket. Was there any Ontario BAs in Arizona prisons? I don't think so, bro. I mean, there may have been because, but again, usually, um, like if you're from another state, most of, like, let's say, Califas or whatever, most of them like kicked it together. Like you knew they were from Califas, but when they talk to each other, they talk about their neighborhoods and where they're from and all that stuff because they know what they're talking about. When we would kick it with them, we just kind of like, oh, you're from Califa, orale, and we were cool. Like it was all. I mean, we're all together, obviously, but we didn't talk about neighborhoods because they wouldn't know what we don't know what the hell they're talking about, and they really, unless they lived in Phoenix for a while before they got busted, they wouldn't know what we're talking about. So I don't remember having a lot of conversations with people that would tell me that they were from different places. You could see some of the tacas and stuff on people, or if they were a little more like high profile. Like obviously there was carnales that were from California. I mentioned before, Longo was from Long Beach. He's from Eastside Longos, and then um, el Big Hank Lugo was from, what was that barrio called, man? I can't even think about it right now. But no, there was a bunch of, so the ones that I remember, Mondo was from Bowling Park, so stuff like that. But I wouldn't even know where the fuck Bowling Park is. You know what I mean? I know Longo was from Long Beach, like I guess that's in Long Beach. But other than that, it's hard to know where gente are from when they're from other estados like that. Oh, let me see. Where are we at? You're right. Being in gang isn't normal. I guess that's how programmed we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sergio said, I love the fuck out of my kids, but I'm also a hard ass on them. As much as I lose my shit, I yell at them for the dumb shit they do. 8 to 10 times, they'd rather be with me and my small ass. Oh, wait, in my small ass 1 bedroom apartment
It
than
don't
with their
matter.
mom in a big ass house she shares with their parents.
Yeah, that's right. That don't matter. You be proud of that 1 bedroom apartment. That's full of love. That's what makes you rich, is your kids loving you, having you. You don't have to have a big house to be rich. What good is a big house if ain't nothing in it? If it ain't full of love. And
Yeah,
it's good that you're strict on your kids. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, disciplining them there's nothing wrong with that. I disciplined the crap out of my kid and I still loved him and spoiled him. He was the most spoiled kid, but he was disciplined. And look at the relationship me and him still have. You know, they'll respect you. You're their parent right now. They have their friends at school. You guys will become super, super good friends when, you know, they have kids and stuff like that. But right now, they do need a father. They do need discipline. And you're doing everything right. You're doing everything right. So it's good.
uh, Dr. Chapatin said, Cricket's lady, you never thought it would be awesome to like set up a nice romantic cena and propose to Grillo on a starry night?
What the crickets, lady? You never thought of. Shut the hell up. Let me read this.
Read it, motherfucker.
Set up an okay. Me set up a nice romantic dinner and on a starry night. No, what the fuck? And you're a doctor? What the hell? No, that never crossed my mind ever. Oh, okay. Okay, y'all just coming for me tonight. I'm glad yeah. Oh, you got tears coming out of your eyes. Look at you.
La Tusa said,
Wow.
I did.
Wow. Wow. That's all I got to say. Yeah, cry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck?
Hell.
La Tusa said, I did
I
time in.
ever thought about that? No. What the
Oh, man. I did time in county jail with a dude from Ontario. That's Pima County Jail in Tucson.
fuck?
Sergio said, Doc, that's the perfect setting.
Sergio, don't even start. Sergio, don't you chime in on this. Don't do it.
Uh, you guys are
Wow.
having.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. Another one? I know, try it. Ben Cuevas said, was there any carnales that you scratch your head and wonder how he was made a carnal, like the least you were impressed with and what? Yes, there was. There was a few, bro. And a lot of that came down to that favoritism stuff, nepotism and favoritism. You'd have vatos that were made that really didn't put in work, bro, and it was just it just seemed. It didn't seem. It was like unfair, bro. You know, you got vatos that are throwing their lives away, or at least doing things that could get them, to throw their life away, while these other fucking vatos are just hopping in because of who they know or who they're related to. But yeah, that definitely was. There was definitely a few that it was just like there was no way to even like. It was almost embarrassing. Man. Ben Cuevas, great question. Silent killer. A vato from Fresno showed up with a bulldog tattoo on his chest. He had it hard for about 2 years. Did he really? They started playing it like that, huh? That type of politics. See, back when I was in, vatos from Califas, before the little guerra thing, uh, were just raza. It didn't matter if you were north, if you were south, if you were bulldog. It didn't. None of that shit meant nothing. You were raza, and it was just about being. You were in the joint with us, and so everybody was obviously accepted as like everybody else would be. M. Valen said, "Big homie, give a shout out, porfa, for the Street Beefs family. It's going down. All the Brown and Down homies, come get it. March 26th, Street Beefs West Coast for more info." Vale.
Oh, cool.
Hey, Shug said, "What's up to telepathy here?" Telepathy?
Telepathy?
Does that mean you can read our mind?
Telepath? Read his mind. He's got a lot of crap in there.
Oh, yeah?
Fucking guy.
I am smart.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are crazy, said Latusa. Time to knock out cricket. All right, Matt, ya sabes, bro.
No,
Yeah,
Latusa. I'm not crazy. He's crazy. Y'all are crazy.
Sergio said, "I've said it before, but I'm glad I work alone so no one can see me laugh as hard as I am." Dr. Chapatin said, "Yeah, Sergio, that fool all young and whatnot. The millennial generation, the ladies be proposing to their vatos. I think that's firme since, the ladies want their equality."
Who's saying this doctor guy again? Don't even call yourself a doctor.
The doctor guy again?
Yeah. And then what's a chapitan?
Chapatin?
Chapatin?
That's actually he actually changed his name. Has changed his name to that.
Is it like a captain?
He's been here from the beginning, just about.
Okay, well,
I don't
let's
know
just
what
stick to that, not doctor. Because first of all, I'm not one of those ladies. I'm not like those. I need equality and feminist type. No, no, no. I'm like an old school type back in the day person. So don't put me in that category. Nope. Nope.
dog. At dog, LOL, fucking A.
Yeah,
Then
freaking A.
Cricket, the explanation showed a lot because when I hear some of the names that were made, I scratch my head too because I knew them on the guys and can't believe some of them were made. LOL. Yeah.
Were they made because they were just desperate, or just because the favoritism and all that? Was it a little bit of everything?
No, it was the favoritism. There's no desperation because it's not like so. If you compare it to Texas, so Texas, they say they have the Texas M has like 1,000 members, and they the thing the thing people think of them is that they just let anybody in. It's almost like a street gang, but their politics are different. They have enemies. Like there's a lot of other clicas out there. When you're talking about Arizona, there's not a lot of enemies. We had the Vieja, that was the main enemy, but everybody was together at one point. It kind of split into two. So there's no desperation to pull in members because it's not like there's a big war happening. Like you need soldados, you know what I mean? Um, the where it comes in is just the straight favoritism. You'll get a vato come in from your neighborhood, or that was your fucking mom's boyfriend's kid or whatever, and then they start kicking it with you, and you're already a carnal. Then you like them or whatever, and then you start bringing them around. Next thing you know, you're raising your hand for the dude. He ain't done shit. He ain't about shit, and he really probably don't even want the shit. You know what I mean? He's getting it because obviously it's going to be something that makes them feel good in the system. But then next, these are the ones that then get out and disappear. You know what I mean? They don't keep in touch. They don't do nothing because, realistically, they just kind of wanted the
title.
Yeah, they wanted the title. They wanted everything that comes with it inside, but they don't want what comes with it outside. You know what I mean? So it happens a lot, man. Like these vatos just get a lot of that is the homie. That's why there's like I mean, if you look at the clica in general, from let's say from back in the day, I can't speak so much for now, but there was a lot of autos from Tupperville. There was a lot of autos from 9th Street. There was a lot of autos from Garfield. So it was like a homie thing. You know what I mean? Like these dudes are just, that homie and this homie and all that stuff. And then, you know, like when there's when you got 7, 8 dudes from one neighborhood, I mean, one of them, two of them have to be, uh, just because of the friendship part, not necessarily anybody that came in and proved themselves. And that became, that was always a problem, because then you get the jealousy because you get vatos that are actually putting in work, came in not knowing anybody and proved themselves. And then they're like, well, what the fuck? How does this dude just come in and get this? And I had to stab 6 motherfuckers before I was, you know what I mean? Like, so that's when a lot of a lot of the politics starts happening because you got people disliking other people and they think he shouldn't have rank because he hasn't done anything, but it's just he's just a likable person, so they can give him the rank and just stuff like that just starts happening. You know what I mean?
So, this sounds like such trash and bullshit.
Yeah, I mean
And the fact that people want to be in that and do that, it's just, well, it's garbage.
yeah, it's the high school mentality. I mean, honestly, it's all it is. You know what I mean? You take it
Of
back to
course, it's high school mentality because you guys are young kids and you guys never got to experience childhood and high school years because you're doing your high school years in there. So of course it's like a high school in there.
yeah.
You guys are the age for it. Of course it is.
Dr. Chapatin. I hit it on the money, though, he said.
Nothing on no money.
480 said, what's up, guys? I just went to Circle K really quickly, but what I miss?
Nothing. You didn't miss nothing but some BS. You didn't miss nothing. Some doctor guy tried to come in here and make me a feminist and make me propose to him. You didn't miss nothing. Nothing at all.
I was housed
Okay.
CB1, 2, 3, and 5. Spent a 1.6 there or 16. Yeah, you're right, brother. Testing time. CB2 had the top tier cemented over because of all the bodies that were thrown over and burnt in that fire. Oh, is that right? Let's see. Burn that bar. Thank you for the mention. Take care. God bless. Good night. All right, Shug. Isn't Dr. Chapatin a character from Chespirito? I don't know. Dr. Chapatin, the character from the comedy show El Chavo del Ocho. Chespirito said earning you. Zapato from the old. Zapato. Cricket was your end goal when you were in the vida. Did you want to be like Ruben? Oh, what was your end goal when you were in the vida? Did you want to be like Ruben? Nah, not so much Ruben. I mean, no, there wasn't nothing to. Not Ruben, bro. Uh, I didn't. I don't know who. I can't really think of who like I would like want to be like. I didn't really want to be like anybody, bro. I aspired to be um like, how would you put it? Kind of like the best at what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like I honestly aspired to be the one that people talked about and all that shit. Like all of us. I think that because it's that childish mentality of trying to be the popular one, the cool one, the one that does it. So that's kind of what I wanted to be. But nah, not.
Everybody give him hugs. It's hug time.
But not Ruben.
Where's Ruben at right now?
He's in Ohio now. They said he's in Ohio.
Somebody was in New York. Who was in New York?
Um, New York.
I thought he was in New York.
Mean Gene's in New Jersey. I don't know who's in New York. I can't think of that anybody right now.
Oh, okay.
Ernie, that's what it is. I hella couldn't remember where I heard that name, but I knew it was a Mexican show. Or do you want to build a like crime empire? Nah, not really that. I was just doing my thing, bro. But again, like everybody else, I never thought I would. I didn't think I'd get caught. I really thought I was getting away with all the shit. You know what I mean? Like, um, the murders. The cops knew I did it, but did them, but they couldn't do nothing about it. And that type of shit, like cat and mouse gang, it made me feel, I prideful, kind of. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was a game, and. When I was on the streets, I did what you do on the streets, and when I got locked up, I did what you do when you get locked up. It was just whatever, you know what I mean? But it started getting old. It started getting old for me, I think, because fuck, I never lasted. I could never stay out long enough to like really experience the streets. So I started realizing I'm gonna keep getting caught. But then what would keep me going with it is because I would get caught for bullshit, but not the real shit. You know what I'm saying? And then like that gun charge, I took it to trial. I was facing 11 years on that one. I take it to trial and I beat it. Get found not guilty. So of course that pumps me up. I think I'm bad. I get out and fucking then the motherfucking they 11 days later I get hit again with the all the federal shit, but still they ain't got, and I don't even know that the federal shit is, I think I'm just in on a violation at the time, and I still know they still ain't got me on the muertes, all that shit. So I'm still thinking I got this. I'm beating these fools, and then they came with the federal indictment, and then they told me, they had arrested my ruca. I was in Cheyenne when I found that out. I got a letter from Chino's
They
old lady.
sure did. They sure did.
I got a letter from Chino's ruca telling me that they had arrested her, and I didn't know for what. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? And I
For
didn't know.
hanging out with you. That's for what?
Take responsibility for your actions, girl.
Wow.
Ernie, you could be right. My lady calls me that, said Dr. Chapatin. She's from Mexico, so it doesn't surprise me. I'm going to ask her. M Balance, as dumb as it sounds, it matters. It holds weight. It's so dumb looking back now as a man, but like your baby mama said, it's kids learning how to be men from grown men who like conflict. Yeah, that is it. Yeah.
The men that are in there now never were taught how to be a real man because they were in there their whole life, and now they're still going to be in there their whole life. Showing somebody to be a real man is cutting the grass, getting a job, having an honest paycheck. That's becoming a man, fixing things around the house. But all those people that are in there for the rest of their life in prison right now, that's where that's where they grew up too. They weren't even taught how. So
Yeah.
for sure.
Dr. Chapatin said confirmed. It's from Chavo del Ocho. 480C tells. Where's this Dr. Cone from Mr. and Mrs. Cricket come from? Wow, he really wanted Miss Cricket to get on one knee and propose.
Yeah, we're all joking. It's that guy, doctor.
What you guys are breaking down is programming. We have to rewire the mente of these youths. It's because of the stories and myths and dark clouds that allows it to continue. Yeah, that's true. That's the propaganda, bro, and all that so-called secrecy, and it's so fucking retarded, bro. We're talking about grown men here. This is supposed to be a secret clica, and they all got fucking Emmet tattooed on their forehead. You know what I mean? Grown men. You know what I mean? Like, just look at it from that perspective as like, if you think about it as an adult, how fucking retarded that is, how hilarious, like, what the hell, like, if you think about what people from the outside world, like normal, um like money making people, stockbrokers and shit, are thinking like, well, of course the stories, bring fear, they're scared of them, but just think about it from that light. Like, if he's, how is this a secret organization? These fools tattoo it all over their goddamn selves. Like, what
Again,
the fuck?
again, they had no structure in their life growing up. Their parents,
Yeah.
just is what it is.
And it's still favoritism and all that. Even in, look at Califas, man. Look at Wedo Sherm. I thought you weren't allowed to talk to fucking reporters. I thought you weren't allowed to do interviews. That's such a huge fucking no. And he sat down and did a whole fucking interview. And everybody talks about how great of a fucking guy he is, and oh wow, and the fuck. You see how stupid he looked walking around in his long johns and shit. Like, what the,
Let's look up to other people in this world besides some people.
it's just crazy, man. M. Valen said, super drunk. Ignore me from here on out. Dr. Chapati said, 480. I just thought since the millennials want equality and they be doing that nowadays, I thought I'd toss the idea out to his lady. LOL.
Oh no, I'm good. Thanks, though. Appreciate that.
Ty 602 said, damn, you got white fence jammed up. Funny now.
Oh, it's funny. Thanks. My tragedies, you guys. Yeah, thanks.
I would watch that show with my pops every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. back in the 90s, said Ernie U. Mark said, Cricket, what was the most craziest thing your attorney did for you? I didn't ever get no crooked attorney, eh? Not really. I had an attorney that basically kind of like became a friend of mine, Holmes, and I was locked up in CCA in Florence, and I had already walked away and shit. So it was hard for me to get my ruca and my kid out there to visit and shit. And that fool would bring them, bro. He'd drive up there on a Saturday
Yeah.
and bring my ruca and my kid, drop them off so she can visit me for just, I think it was an hour or whatever. And he would go to the bar right there in Florence and wait, and then pick them up afterward and take them home and shit. Like, that was shit lawyers don't do, you know what I mean? But he did that shit. And then he would
He
like,
did that a few times, you know that?
yeah, he did it a
Yeah.
few times. Then he would like, the first time I saw my son, uh, it was in a picture. He brought me pictures of my son barely being born and shit. He had blood on him and shit, my son, and he had put them all on the window so I could see him in the visit. And just shit like that, you know what I mean? He would do. He would sneak me in fucking egg McMuffins and shit. He'd bring me books. He'd bring me books to the visit. Nothing crooked, but like all kinds of shit like that. He would pull me out when he would come visit other clients. He'd pull me out too because he knew I was in the hole. He's like, I know you're locked down, so I just pulled you out so you can have some time out here. And I would just sit in that little, like everybody else was out there in their visit. They had like a little side room that they would lock you in at CCA, and I'd be there, but I had a window, so I could at least sit there and trip out on the visiting room and shit. He would do shit like that, so it was pretty cool, man. Ben Cueva said, it sounds like a popularity contest. Do you think Ruben is still running the show in Arizona from his Ohio cell? Yeah, he is, bro. I don't think I know. I still talk to people that are involved, and he still is. Nachi Lewis, I might not be some badass mafia member, but I look good in long johns, I heard. Hey, I know you guys seen that, man. When he comes out and he's walking like this and he goes like that. All he has is long john pants on. Like, what the fuck? You look like a fucking idiot. It's so dumb. I looked at that. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I know he thinks he looks cool as fuck. But
Can I get you some long johns?
I look good in long john. That shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If he's running it, that show must be triste. Yep. When did you know it was for you? When did you know it was time to get out? Well, I mean, I always wanted to be when I was young. When I knew it was time to get out was when they put the pegada marruca. But that's a long story, bro, that I can't get it. Yeah, if you want to, I mean, you've never been here, so I know you don't know it, but
they tried to kill me.
Yeah, when I
they
get
tried
out,
to kill me. No, I'm just kidding. The way I said it. No, but that's true. That's what they did.
And when we get out of here, you can go to in here todavía on the channel. I have a video called why I walked away from the Arizona AME. It kind of explains everything, Holmes, and it breaks it down. So, when did you? Oh, yeah, that's true about the Cali Vato Sherm about talking to reporters. But did people look down on that as well? I see nothing special about that dude. He kept going to God and back and going back, then killing. The thing is, bro, I don't know if they look down on it or not, but as far as their politics are concerned, he's supposed to be through for that, and he's not. And it's because of the favoritism. And that's the problem with it. There's no hard line rules. No one knows what rules to run by. Some people get away with stuff, some people don't. You can do something so simple and be fucked off. You can do something that's egregious and not be fucked off. It's just there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's all just like homie said, a popularity contest. It's who you know and who likes you at the time, and it's just all political. But we're gonna get out of here, man. It's 2.5 hours. We didn't mean to do so long. We're gonna get the fuck out of here for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. Let me see. Yeah, that's true. But how do I find this interview? Shit sounds funny as hell. LOL. Just Google it, Holmes. It was on that lockup show or something like that. Just Google Güero Sherm or Raul Leon, and it's an interview of him, bro. And he sits there and talks, and he's trying to be real cool. He fucking rats and all this stuff, right? But then they're videoing him coming out of like the visit, not the visit, from under the stairs, Holmes, the rec pen, right? And he's walking like that. He should be you'll trip out. It's crazy when you look at it from a different perspective and you see it. It's like, what the fuck, this dude, like it was a show. He'd be put on a show. It's crazy. I seen that photo the other day. It said Nachi Lewis. Damn, I discovered Long Johns today. Why? Güero Sherm, why? Miss Fritz and Mr. Crick's going. What's up, Timo DeVille? What I missed out? Man, you 2.5 hours. We're about to get out of here, bro.
You're a little late.
Greyhound came in earlier today, called, so we talked to him for about the first 45 minutes or so, and then we just been bullshitting a little bit. Appreciate it. Night, everyone. Long Johns are hella comfortable, though. I had some in the joint in wintertime. I did too, but I'm not going to walk around in the motherfuckers and let them video me. I want that Pendleton local. Where were you in that civil rights Ninth Circuit that we all did about the food situation when we didn't buy anything for 4 or 5 months because the chomos were putting razor blades, rock, chemical? No, I was in the feds, bro. I was already gone out the state. I was off in the feds. Peacocking like a mofo, said Ty 602. Yeah, it's a whack video. It's not even worth watching that video. Good night, Lady Cricket and Senor Cricket, said Nachi Lewis.
Good night.
Mrs. Cricket, I started my own party supplies business. When you decide you're ready to get on one knee and propose to Cricket, I'll hook it up. Good men are going extinct.
Oh, wow. Wow.
You
Really?
me up, babe.
Really? All right. Okay. I got you.
Timo said, man, Miss Greyhound también. Yeah. He's going to call again mañana. Chela said, night all. Güero was like,
Night, Chela.
better get my Long Johns. Yeah, that was crazy. Almost that fucking night, familia. All right, have a good night, everyone. Said here, new watcher about to subscribe. Gracias, brother. Appreciate that, bro. Your attorney was a good vato, Cricket. Yeah, he is. I haven't talked to him in a little bit, so I got his number though. But I talked to him when I got out, and I've spoken to him since. But he ended up moving to Florida. He's still practicing law, but he's out there in Florida. He's a good dude, man. M. Valen, I'll check you out, brother Osiris. Hey, I forgot to ask, do either one of you have Snapchat? Nah.
No, I only have Instagram.
Yeah, I have Instagram too. What time you coming on tomorrow? Between 8 and 9 my time, bro. So that'll be 7 and 8 Arizona time, which is 6 and 7 California time, I guess. So something like that, I think. I'm trying to do earlier because there's a lot of people that we had that can't come on so late. I'm trying to put it on so that they can come on and bullshit with us también. Just everything got messed up the way I do it because I ended up going to Arizona for a month on a trip, and out there I just couldn't get on, man. It was so busy, and I would get on and be real late, and so trying to get everything back to normal. But órale pues, ya saben, everybody have a good night. Timo DeVille said Arizona time. Shit, I hella don't want to get Instagram, but I might have to. LOL. Yeah, I don't even know how to use it, but I got one. Maruka takes care of it. It's a
Yeah, it's the only thing we use or I use. There's a Prison Chronicles page on Instagram. It's open to everybody.
Yeah.
And then you don't follow nobody back because there's just too many people in there to follow back. But that's open.
Yeah, I don't know how to use it. I just don't know how.
Yeah.
I just learned how to put how to type saying something and music, but it keeps on showing. It keeps putting words on there. I don't know how to stop that, but
He tries to do something without asking me and his son first on how to do it so we can help him. But you got it. You got it. You think you know.
whatever. I'll figure it out.
And then I have my own Instagram that's private as well, but that's the only social media we have.
Yeah, I used to have a Prison Chronicles YouTube. I would just upload it. I didn't do shit on it. I would just upload videos. But when I got my new phone, I don't remember the password, so it's gone. So bye.
So bye.
480 said, Night Chronicle Familia. Timo put the peace sign. I would say my hermano had one of the best public defenders, bro. Was facing 63 as a plea, and the defender fought for his 20. That's almost done. His name was German Sanchez, if I recall. That shit. That's good. Good night to all the gentes.
Good night, everybody. Appreciate
Good night.
everybody.
Yes, sí. Thank you, guys. Hasta mañana. Ya saben.
Hasta luego.
Bye, guys.
Fucking really. Why don't you ever put mine? You only put yours.
Bye, guys. Look at her trying to look all sexy and pregnant.
Are you stupid?
Look at you. Trying to look at that. Look inside.
My dress is to my knees. How is that trying to be?
Look at your face. Trying to look at the camera all sideways.
Oh my gosh, shut the hell up. Get my picture off of there. Ew. I don't want to see that.
That's Crow, Juanillo, and Indio.
Oh.
There's Pablo and Crow.
Oh, sorry for their life. Good night.
There's Tom. Look at that one. I like that. I want to put this on a shirt for real. No bullshit.
Oh, that's cute.
That shit is cool right there. Let me see. I haven't thought the pen in a long time. It's memories now. I named my son according to the Aztec calendar. I'm El Salvadorian and Nicaraguan. Became a Navajo code talker. I love my freedom. All right. If I get one, I'll have to link up with you to share pics of my kids with you guys. Sergio.
Oh, for sure. I want to see those cute babies.
Peace out. Miss Cricket, you had cool hair.
I think my hair looks crappy right there, but I still have a lot of hair. I have like a lot of hair.
Said, here comes the shutting it down Sergio face. He said that last night. He said every time he's about to shut it down, he gets a serious face so he don't get caught making a funny face or some shit like that. Look at Miss Cricket is hot, LOL. Better looking than Cricket. Come on.
Thank you, 480. Thank you. Appreciate that. You see what he was dealing with? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Whatever.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's get out of here. Let me take this off.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, guys.
My leg.